Sorry, I'm really late here. I was having some issues earlier. Tiny one was not wanting to go down for sleep, and I I and she is still not going down for sleep right now. But right now I'm just letting her lay in her crib and hopefully she'll eventually go to sleep. Hoping. Her father's in the room with her, so somebody's watching her, so that's all that matters right now. I'm just dealing with some minor things right now here before I get into the bigger portion of what I'm going to be doing tonight, which is dailies, working on my wondrous tales. What else am I going to be doing tonight? I mean, for the most part, it's going to be, yeah, roulettes, wondrous tales, and getting, probably... Ba, 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 ba. I would say probably also getting my roll quest for my tank. And I think that'll be it. And we'll go straight back to clearing it if we're still here. Okay, that's just to unlock the pixies. That's to unlock better higher blah. Yeah, those were for other things. Unlocking higher hunts, pixies, and some stuff that is basically just random stuff for doing like Disciple of Hand or Land quest, I think. I'm gonna swap to my main scene now, just so that way you guys have a better view of the game and everything. I mean, if you're back, it had better be because you found the ammo. Oh, you did? In that case, thank you. We really couldn't have afforded to lose such a valuable resource. There's somebody over... Ah, right there. Uncle Neilden, you came all the way here for me? And you, Ariana, how can I ever repay you for your generosity? Think nothing of it, girl. Poor thing, you've been through more than any child should have to suffer. But don't you worry. Uncle Neilden and Aunt Ariana are here to see to your every need. You truly are too kind. Everyone has been. Why, even those here in the fort. I've never spoken to or I've stopped by to offer their sympathies. Whatever have I done to deserve such kindness? I reckon your old man is to thank for that. People loved him, Talia, and they know that his daughter and assistant is cut from the same cloth. You've got nothing to feel guilty about. What are you saying, Uncle Neilden? My fault. All of it. I never should have let him go to that terrible place. Don't even think of blaming yourself for that, Kalia. Your father went there because he felt it was his duty. 100 men couldn't have stopped that stubborn bastard once he made up his mind. Yes, this is what everyone tells me, that father was a talented physician and a great man. That he is a hero who did not shy in the face of danger and sacrificed himself in the name of our cause. This I know, and yet, to me he was my father. As cruel as it sounds, I couldn't care less that he died a hero. I wanted him to live, but still he left me. He did not even give me the chance to say goodbye. Kalia, your old man may have left you here, but you never left his mind and heart. Not for one moment. You were more important to him than anything. I know this, and yet I do not understand. His duty, his patience, his daughter. How could any one man be so selfless? Did he never stop to think of himself? Forgive me, my friends. I am still feeling a bit overwhelmed by it all. No apologies needed, girl. You've had it harder than any of us. And yet we have to carry on without him somehow. All of us do. So tell me, Kalia, what do you plan on doing now? The sick and wounded still show up at these doors. My heart aches for them, yet I am but a physician's assistant. I simply cannot offer them the treatment that father once did. And so I think I will head for the Crystarium. I will shutter the doors of the infirmary, sell the furniture and equipment for what little they are worth, and use the coin to fund my trip. Perhaps that would be for the best. It'd be safe there at least, and as good a place as any to start a new life. There's a residence hall there, the Ketanaris, they call it, where they give room and board to refugees and others looking to make the Crystarium their new home. You can take shelter there till you find a job and a place of your own. Say, Ariana, would you mind going on ahead to make the arrangements? Boy, Silgham, there's an acquaintance of mine. Face is always tight, but let him know of Kalia's situation, and I reckon he'll be able to find a room for her. I cannot even begin to express the depths of my gratitude. Thank you. Oh. Right, when I left off last, I was still working on this quest chain, and oh, this quest chain is kind of heartbreaking. That is a little heartbreaking, because that just shows how many lives are changed in this game at points, and how they wind up actually really touching on the really hard topics like death and everything. Majoran requires your assistance in teaching new recruits to the Crystarium Guard a vital lesson. Hi, Nyan. Oh yeah, it's morning for you. It's night for me. I keep forgetting that. Wow. An honor to speak with you, man. Your needs at Holman's Switch continue to be an inspiration to us all. You just woke up, it's lunchtime? So it's around noon for you then. Okay. Wow, that is a huge time difference. I always forget what kind of time differences there are I hope you're at least getting to eat something half decent. Your deeds at home and Sir Switch continue to be an inspiration to us all, and a great many of our new recruits are eager to follow your example. Oh, actually, before I get too much further, just so that way people have an idea as to where I am, so that way they don't spoil shit for me. Because I'm not caught up yet. I'm getting there. Unfortunately, as things stand, few of them have the strength and skill necessary to do so. They don't like to hear it, of course, would rather run off to prove themselves against stray eaters than follow our training regimen. Frankly, they're liable to get themselves killed up this way. I don't suppose you'd be interested in demonstrating just how far they have to go before they reach your level. Very well. I can't ask you to fight them hand to hand, obviously. They aren't even close to ready for that. Perhaps you might show them the ease with which you accomplish the task that they find so burdensome. Collecting Triffid sap in the Forest of the Lost Shepherd, for instance. It always takes at least 3 of them to slay one of the creatures. And then they spend an age getting cutting of to docks at Cressari. I'd love to tell them just how quickly you manage the same. Okay, so for all of these new quests that I'm picking up out here, I'm actually going to swap to my dancer because it's my main class. I normally main dancer. I'm going to swap to that in order to do my quests, but I'll turn them in as my tank just to make it easier on me. Up here is something to do with you believe in magic. Okay. So I just found the necklace, so I don't need to have that one out right now. I've got quite a few different mounts, so I wind up using the mount roulette to just pull out a random mount that's in my favorites list. So I've got like birds, I've got my chocobo, which I've actually managed to dye it. It was supposed to be a different shade of red. It was supposed to be Dalamud red, and unfortunately I did not get that shade of red. I got rust red instead, which still works. I just realized that actually, for me, the game sounds fairly that would explain why the game sounds fairly quiet to me. I'm going to knock it down a little bit in my Streamlabs, but I'm bumping it up on my actual side. And hi, Kestrel. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Ooh, do all of these I need to go through the Crystarium now? Yeah, all those I need to go to the Crystarium. So, instead of going to the Crystarium right off the bat here, I'm actually gonna go down here and go and pick up all of these quests down there. So that way then I've got some more stuff. How's it going? It's going pretty good. I mean, I just started about 17 minutes ago, so I started really late tonight. I started at almost 10 o'clock. Tiny one was just not wanting to go down for sleep, so... And she's still wide awake right now. I can hear her, but... There's not much else I can do right now. Bath of weed appears to be ill at ease. You're at your sister's place, so you get to see your niece again? Oh, that's nice. It's always nice to see family. I know that in August we're supposed to see my sister and brother-in-law along with our niece, because they're coming down from up north. And they're coming down to the valley to see us and the rest of the family, like all the extended family that lives out in the city and that. Traveler? Oh, Traveler, I didn't mean to be a bother, but can you help me find my big brother? All of a sudden, he started talking about having to prove his courage. Then he hopped on an Amaro and flew off in the direction of the ruins above the village, all by himself. There are ghosts in that place. What if he doesn't come back? I don't want to be alone. Can you ride an Amaro too? You sure look like you can. Maybe you could fly up there and find my brother for me, please, pretty please? Yay. But I've now slowly picking up more of random side quests basically right now. Just so that way I get, more stuff. I'm trying to get more experience so that way I can get my gunbreaker leveled up more. Korakai. Well, hello there. Don't you look like an imposing individual? Forgive me for being so forward, but could I trouble you to do me a favor? It's my worthless, slacking sop of a brother. He promised me that he'd help tend to the chocobos today, but I'll bet you Gisile Greens, I think that's how that's pronounced. He's lounging about in bed doing absolutely nothing of import. I've told him time and again that he must shoulder his fair share of the workload. But it's like talking to a stone wall. I beg of you, friend, unleash the full fury of your anger on that listless lout. Okay. I will, go wake up this person. Oh. Also, I'll tell you right now, the mount that I'm on, this one in particular, oh my lord. This one took me for freaking ever to actually get it. This one is named Nightmare. And it is named Nightmare for a very good fucking reason. It has an extremely low drop rate. You get it from the very first 3 extremes in A Realm Reborn, so you can get it from either Ifrit, Titan, or Garuda, and oh god. The only reason I even got this one was because one of my mods, Haya, she shows up currently on Twitch as Caddy right now, but she's planning to rebrand and everything to being Haya. Um, she, along with one of our other FC mates, seemed to have horseshoes stuck up their asses the one night because they kept having nightmare drop for them. So they wound up actually getting me on. Like they found that I was online, so they were like, we gotta grab Rose. We gotta. And so they grabbed me, pulled me along into their I think that they were doing just Wondrous Tales. Either they were doing Wondrous Tales or they were trying to get one of those three horses, I think. Like they were trying to get one of the three horses that drop from those extremes. Or they were actually doing Wondrous Tales and um just had Ifrit drop up, or not had Ifrit, had Nightmare drop a bunch of times for them. Very lucky. Very lucky that I have friends like that. The last Moogle event that was, for FanFest and everything, they actually had Nightmare as one of the ones that you could turn in Moogle tones for. I was so pissed when that happened because I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? But I've got Nightmare now. I've got all of the horses at least. The only thing I need now is just one last bird. I need Sephiroth. I need Sephiroth's bird in order for me to get the big old, I think it's a phoenix? I think it is. I don't remember off the top of my head. Anyways, let's continue with grabbing more side quests for leveling purposes. A traveler eye. You the type that likes to go for a dip in the water? If so, then there's a favor I'd ask of you. My son's gone to practice his fishing on the south side of Lap, but as it turns out, I'll be needing him back here. Aye, there's a crate of fish that what needs delivering to the faucet of fishing. It just so happens that the boy's been talking my ear off about how he wants to be the one to do the delivering this time. So his son wants to help out. He's giving his son a chance to actually help with that. Ooh. Fish being laid out for drying purposes? Is tapping your foot and looking about impatiently. I say, whatever is keeping them. My order of dried fish should have been here hours ago. I've always made my deliveries on time, and I don't expect that to change now. Perhaps you could help me, friend. 3 lazy arse fishermen have yet to arrive with the dried fish they promised me, and I refuse to keep the guard waiting any longer. You'll help? Thank you oh so much. Just take these 3 orders to the fishermen whose names are written on them, and mind the lazy sods of a bloody job they've so clearly forgotten about. Lovely. Okay. Also, I'm going to hide that quest because that one also is really dealing with inside the custard. Sorry, the music in here is really epic. Like, there is really epic music for Shadowbringers content. It is, like, phenomenal. I love this music. The music within this game in general is just really nice. I personally love Lakeland, though, just because of all the purple trees and, like, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Like, Hello there. You are the traveler who is the talk of the village. That's superb. There's a small favor I was hoping to ask you. Have you, by chance, in your journeys across the realm, encountered those curious little creatures known as the Mord? This game is absolutely beautiful. Yes, it is. It is gorgeous. This is Shadowbringer's area. So this is the most, this is, realistically, this is the most current area, and it is gorgeous. I absolutely love it. There are some differences at points with the area that I'm in currently. Some of the NPCs with some of these side quests might wind up mentioning about, you know, how there's night when currently, at least for my game, I've still got eternal light, meaning that you can't actually see the night sky. You can't see any stars or that. Superb. There's a small favor I was hoping to ask of you. Have you by chance come across Mr. Mord? Yes. Splendid. That's just the answer I was hoping to hear. I would be most obliged if you could meet with a Mord merchant who's come to town and negotiate a simple transaction on my behalf. Under normal circumstances, I would of course go myself, but I fear there is a matter of most pressing business to which I must attend. What the? I have no idea what just caused that great shadow, but okay. I've asked around the village, but everyone, even some of the burliest fisherman types, seem downright frightened of the little fellow. I suppose they can't be blamed. We don't see many of their kind in these parts, after all, and the unfamiliar can be off-putting. At any rate, I would appreciate it ever so much if you could handle this task. What? Ah. 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 No! Between my whole entire Streamlabs OBS crashed, but not only that, my Final Fantasy crashed. Ah! I will have the game back up in a moment. I'm really hoping that this is just that something about the game just decided to be weird and buggy for a moment. I didn't lose any progress really. I was in the middle of picking up a quest. So this is not a bad thing. It's not bad. This is an online MMO, so it's not that bad. I'm just like, my stream crashed. So did my goddamn game. Oh, that is really loud right off the bat. But the other thing is that I'm now worried about is, how long am I going to be in queue for now? Because I was already in the world. Okay, this is not that bad. There's only 20 players in the queue. Like all of a sudden, like I noticed that like my mouse wasn't moving, my screen all of a sudden went black, and I was like screeching. I was like, "Oh no, what the fuck? I just happened?" apparently DirectX decided to fucking crash, which is something that Final Fantasy uses, and I guess that caused also my Streamlabs OBS to crash as well. I love all these loading screens though. Okay. Uh, I have a feeling that one of my free company one of my FC mates is online still right now, so I don't know if they'll see that I like logged off, like I've exited the game and now logged back in. But shame that you just looking at the hotbar gives you choice anxiety. Like what? Looking at my hotbar here? This is just the hotbar for Dancer. Like, this is just my hotbar for my Dancer. Like, the only things that are really of a choice are my bee's knees, my veterinarian dance on there, and that's it. Yeah, stream created. Yeah, it's back. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I didn't lose anything. Yeah. You just remember during your one Subnautica stream when your entire laptop hard crashed. Oh my fucking lord, that sounds like hell. Oh no. How much progress did you lose in Subnautica? That sounds like hell. Yeah, but that sounds like hell. God, I could not imagine like a single player game crashing and just losing a bunch of progress because you hadn't quite, you were just about to save or something like that. But I'm gonna pick up this quest before, yeah, the game crashes. I know that a lot of people are looking forward to the 11th, I think it is. Because I think that there's been mention in the live letter that there is going to be a benchmark test where you can also create a male Viera that's being dropped on the 11th. From what I've heard from some people, I don't know for sure because I don't wind up watching a lot of the live letters for Final Fantasy right now, just because of the fact that there's quite a bit of spoilers in those live letters. Like, I'm trying to get caught up on story first, so that way then I can actually go and enjoy those live letters before Endwalker comes out. But, yeah, splendid. Yeah, there's a moored merchant, yes. That's some villagers, yes, yes, yes. Duly compensated. Okay. Okay, so there is a... But, I don't know what about my hotbars might be would be giving you choice anxiety. I mean, these are just the abilities for Dancer. That's it. Choice anxiety would be looking at the class sheet. Oh gods. Or looking at the character sheet, because there are so many classes that you can see on there. What can I do for you? Let's hand over the letter. The girl wanted dried fish. I'm working on it, of course. It'll just be taking a little more time is all. I'll have to dry it out just right, you'll see. Okay. I'm gonna cheat here. I'm just gonna use my horse to get her around, because it's like... I love how my horse just fucking went into the water. Yours is an unfamiliar face. Is there something you need? Yes, fish order. Ah, the dried fish. I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding. I went to make the delivery earlier, but the girl was nowhere to be found. Perhaps we just missed each other? Anyhow, here they are, and tell her she's lucky. This is the tastiest batch I've made all week. I'm gonna travel out to this, As you can see, it's kind of eternal light right now. And that big shiny place, that's the Crystarium. You are the one from Ronron's shop, yes? Yes, you are. If you come from where smooth and shiny pots, I'm afraid you come at the wrong time. No, I have none today. Yeah, no, I know that much. What is this? Chewy and salty salted fish liver. Yes, this is most tasty. Many a Mord would pay good coin to put this in his belly. Oh yes. This bottle, I have seen it before, yes, I have. You were sent by someone from Knot, no? Then I have the perfect thing for you. Take this in return, and let the villagers rejoice and resound. Okay, yeah, the Mord speak very weirdly. They also look fairly weird, like, they are very weird. What is it, you ask? Why, it is full to the brim with the plumpest, juiciest, squirmiest worms you've ever seen. I know it is tempting, but try not to gobble and gorge yourself on them, yes? This is, referencing back to something that we do, earlier in story, where, that actually happens. Your character actually does eat worms. Yeah, not my character's finest point. Okay, I am going to that off. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, just because of the fact that I don't need to be that zoomed in on the horse's ass. Ooh, lookout point! Shiny! I have really... I'm gonna quickly swap to my gunbreaker. I'm also going to do this. Yay! Yeah. Oh, this is Ifrit's horse that I've got out currently. Y'all met? Okay. Yes. Yes, I have what the girl seeks. Unfortunately, my tasks keep me here. Perhaps you could deliver the fish in my stead? Thank you for the consumed liquids. There you have it. And tell the girl that I am certain that my product will prove worth the wait. Oh. Yeah, no, I definitely needed a little bit more. Actually, just before you redeemed that posture check, Kestrel, I actually started to sit up a little bit straighter. Oh god. Yes. Uh, I can get some lotus pink, plum purple, or regal purple dye. Hmm. I'm not gonna get any of them just because I don't need more purple dye right now. I've got like tons of dye. And if I really wanted more dye, I would wind up either looking to buy it off the market board or, depending on the shade, I could also make it myself. Except of all of the days to be a traveler. Don't get many of those around here. Say, did you see a woman out and about on your way here? A short little thing about yeah, hi on my knee. So, y'all are gonna probably be here. Some stuff. There we go. Sorry. I just need to change some sound settings again on my computer because it goes from being really too quiet to being too loud for me at points. Say did you see a woman out and about on your way here? She was a little thing about behind my knee. Well, isn't that just my luck? Investigator from the facet of gatherings come to these parts to research the local flora and fauna or some such. I've been tasked with looking after her, and now she's wandered off somewhere and refuses to come back. There's pirates around here, and worse, normally I'd say if some fool woman wants to get herself killed, she can be my guest, but if her dead body washes up on the shore, I'll be the one taking the blame, and that's a less appealing prospect. Anyhow, if you see this bumbling wench around, tell her dad said to wrap up whatever she's doing and get herself back before she gets hurt. Lovely! Okay, Then I'm gonna swap to my gunbreaker here. There you are, friend. I trust the transaction went smoothly. Yes, would you look at these where I'm so plump, so juicy, why I can almost see why the mortar enjoy it, or perhaps not. At any rate, our fishermen will be overjoyed. Bait like this is sure to bring in a healthy haul. I mean to make a point that this would not be possible without the cooperation of the Lord. Eventually, I hope to convince them with the little fellows. Convince them that the little fellows aren't so bad after all. They're actually quite charming. Wouldn't you agree? At any rate, thank you, friend. I trust this will suffice as payment for your efforts. Oh, yes. A whopping 606 gil. Thank you. That pitiful amount is just pocket change to me now. I remember when that amount actually meant something. Now just pocket change to my character. There you are. Well, I hope those fishermen gave you my fish and not more excuses. I see. Well, I suppose that's the best I could have hoped for. Thank you, friend. The guard are notoriously picky about both the quality and quantity of the rations they order. And I take pride in giving them precisely what they want. After all, if they weren't here to keep us safe, we'd be doing a lot less fishing and cooking, and a lot more fighting and dying. That's why I simply refuse to keep them waiting. I understand that the fishermen have their pride as well, but sometimes the job just has to be done. Anyhow, I'm sorry for asking you to be my delivery woman. I'm sure you have much more important things to do. Please accept this as a small token of my gratitude. Uh, um, Ooh. Wait, what? What is this? I'm wondering what this is now. Ooh, I'm telling you, it'll be fun. Let's go and find the treasure. Are you mad, y'all, Rick? If Mother finds out we went to the forest, I don't even want to think about what she'll... Oh, hello there, Miss Traveler. What can we do for you? Wait, did you hear us talking about the treasure? Shvain? Oh, it's too late now. We'll share our secret with you. Just promise you won't tell anyone, okay? Dude's name is Yalric. Yes, the child's name is Yalric. Kestrel, why did you have to point that out to me? I wasn't even paying attention. Ah. We were playing by our favorite tree and we found a bottle stuffed into a hollow, and inside the bottle was a treasure map. You look like you've been all over the place. Have you ever hunted for treasure? Hey, maybe you could go treasure hunting for us. Oh, fuck that noise. Are you kidding me? Are you gonna send me on a solo instance of this treasure map? If so, I'm gonna swap to my dancing. We were going to go ourselves, but if the grown-ups caught us sneaking around in the forest, we'd be in real trouble. Please, won't you do this for us? Aw, I wanted to be the one to dig up the treasure. Fine, you can go, as long as we get to split the treasure 4 ways. We're the ones who found the map, after all. Thanks, Miss Traveler. Here's the map. The treasure's buried to the east of here, right where you see that big red cross. Good luck. This better be worth it. Moppish man. Hmm? You need something? Sorry, rather busy. This man strikes you as one of the most sluggish, slothful wretches you've ever had the misfortune to meet. It seemed that nothing short of a furious exhortation will suffice to convince him of the value of honest work. So I just need to get furious at him? Hey, what's with all this shouting? I don't even know you. I may not know you, but I know you. Chora sent you? She was trying to scare the living wits out of me. You can tell her she's done a bloody good job. Where in the hell did she find someone like you anyway? Heh. You come from the same place as the Crystal Lake Sark, you say? That's right. Pleasure to meet you. You won't yell at me anymore, right? Some men dream of being heroes or going on grand adventures, but I'm a fisherman's son, and I reckon the slow life suits me just fine. Yes, just sitting. By the still waters and... Right. Time to go help Chora brush the chocobos. Just stop looking at me like that, okay? And this is why... Okay. But apparently there's... Whoa, watch it. You're getting water all over the place. How do you swim so fast anyway? And if you want something from me, you're gonna have to come back another time. I'm busy searching for the harpoon Papa lent me. I, kind of dropped it. Before I knew it, it sunk all the way to the bottom of the lake. Oh, okay. This is the simple treasures, I think. Wait a minute. If you're such a good swimmer, maybe you could dive down and fetch it for me? Yeah, I bet you could. You'll do it, won't you? Thanks a bunch, lady. It sunk straight down below, so it shouldn't be far. Diving! Oh god, I hate it. I hate this. I hate diving. Gotta love swimming in the ocean. You're back. Is that what I think it is? Yes, it's the goddamn harpoon. Papa's harpoon, you're a lifesaver, lady. I saw you swimming down there. You were just like one of the lake spirits Grandpapa always talks about. Grandpapa says that in the old days the source was full of them, and that one day they'll come back and save us. He says they're huge and swim through the water like giant fish. Oh, I need to get back to Papa. You're coming back too, right? I'm sure Papa will want to thank you for everything you did. We'll see you. Okay, uh, Hi, you back. My boy's off to the Crystarium with a spring in his step. He's a willful one. I, not unlike me when I was his age, but he's a good lad who loves the sea, and I'm proud he's mine. We live a simple life in these parts, not much in the way of coin, high adventure or what have you. That's fine with me. That boy's the only treasure I'll ever need. Oh, it's you. I was hoping you'd come back so I could properly thank you. I don't know what you said to him, but ever since he got back, he's been brushing the chocobos like a man possessed. I know, I couldn't believe it either, but truth be told, he wasn't always like this. Believe it or not, for a time he even served in the Crystarium Guard. But over time, the sheer terror of the Sin Eater attacks got the better of him, and one day he just packed up his things and came home. He said the realm has enough heroes already, and he was happy to live out his time here until the end inevitably comes. I don't imagine he'll ever again be like he was as a boy, dressed in play armor made of buckets and frying pans, pretending to be the sellsword Radiska, bravely defending his companions. He's still my brother, and I'm thankful to have him here with me, provided he pulls his own weight, of course. Anyhow, I should be getting back to work myself. Here's a little something by the way of thanks. Safe travels, friends. Okay. Here's the thing, is that I really should work on at least some of my classes. I should be doing some leveling. I think I'm going to take my red mage and run through some of my leveling stuff. And I'm gonna swap to, I'm gonna hit that and join. I'm going to be extremely careful now just because of the fact that I'm on a lower level class right now. I don't need to accidentally die because of the fact that, yeah. Due to my own stupidity for the most part. I don't think that Wolverine's close enough to kill me. Oh no. Digging up the earth, you find a weathered wooden casket. Let me back on my mount, so that way then I can, I don't need to, like, die out here. Like, that would not be good for me to die. Oh my lord. Yeah, this game is just gorgeous. Like, this whole entire area is gorgeous. I love this. Hey, don't sneak up on me like that. Can't you see you gave me a terrible start? Wait a minute, I've seen you before. You're staring at the crustarium, right? Pardon my little outburst. People tell me I frighten easily. Anyhow, whatever are you doing all the way out here? Is there something you need of little me? That force is worried for me, you say? Why, how terribly considerate of him. Wouldn't have thought him the type. I must head back to the village at once. There's just one little itty bitty rub. I seem to have misplaced some of my possessions. Well, perhaps not so much misplaced as dropped them while running away, crying and screaming when a pirate appeared before me. But same difference, right? Yeah, that is exactly the same fucking difference. What sort of possessions, you ask? So that means you'll be helping me, I presume. Splendid! I thought you looked the generous type. Anyhow, it's just three things. Three little things. My staff, my field notebook, and my tiny little pouch. If you could find them for me, I would ever be so obliged. Oh, God. Ah. Why do people drop shit? Why? Why do you do this? Um, just because I don't need something killing me while I'm, grabbing this pouch. Not only that, but also... No, I got poisoned. Yay. And I hope you enjoy your lurk, Mian. Oh, no other pirates gonna show up? Uh, Really? Next brother. Who goes there? I won't go down without a fight. Okay, no need to fight me, dude. Oh, they've sent you. What a little baby. I swear, every time I so much as leave his sight, he starts sniffling and sobbing. Told him I was just coming here to perform our village's time-honored rite of passage. Tradition has it that all boys of a certain age must fly here on the wings of an Amaro, retrieve 3 treasures from the ruins, and bring them back to the village. Hey, I have an idea. Since you came all the way up here, why don't you find something for yourself, too? Sure, that sounds promising. That's the spirit. Now remember, it has to be 3 relics, no more and no less, or the ghosts will get you. Ha 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 ha. Ready then? Alright, I'll race you. Oh, lovely. Yay, I get to try and find random crap. Isn't this lovely? Search but find nothing of interest here. Rusted chain. And a small key. Look, I found my 3 relics. How many were you able to find? Not as many as me, I bet. I found a rusted chain, an engraved slab, and a rusted key. Blech. Aw, you found 3 too? And we got back at the same time, so I guess that means it's a tie. Oh well, anyhow, what were you waiting for? Show me what you got. Wow, these look like the chains that were used on prisoners. And this stone tablet. That must be the cell number, and here's the key that opened the cell door. As you might have guessed, they say this place was used as a prison before the flood. Of course, it couldn't hold anyone in now, except for the ghosts, of course. Boo! Ha 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 ha. Anyhow, I should get back to the village before Thafe causes another flood with all his crying. So long, stranger. Yay. Oh, you're back. Do you have my belongings with you? Oh, please, please say that you do. Yeah. Um, oh, I don't know why I'm getting so tired all of a sudden. I'm gonna push through it and I'll continue streaming, hopefully. Staff, pouch, and most importantly, the notebook contained the most monumental findings. Yours truly is clean. Done a great service today, friend. And with that, I simply must get back to not and assured you, old Dadford, that I'm safe. I think that such a tender heart lay behind that dour mien. Thank you, traveler, and ta-ta. Okay. I kind of like this bird. This what bird is Bismarck. Bismarck's bird. I love all the little bubbles that come off of it. Okay. I'm just going. I'm number 4 in the role waiting list. Well, at least all I'm doing is turning in quests now. Well, did you find the treasure? Did you? Yes. It's full of old rings. Wait, I've seen these before in a picture book. These are the rings that the people in the Church of the First Light used to wear. The church? You mean those crazy people who used to worship the light? They're not around anymore, so I guess they won't mind us taking their treasure, haha. Remember, we're splitting in 4 ways, just like we promised. You can take the first pick, stranger. After all, we never would have found the treasure without you. Oh. So can I pull up my... Let me sort my inventory here. Ooh. Grab the ring of sending. No, 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 no. I did not mean to go and take a dip in the water. I came back hoping to receive a warm welcome and a hot cup of tea from old Dadford, but instead he gave me a tongue lashing you wouldn't believe. Why on earth didn't you warn me? I dare say the pirate I met out there was more welcoming. I swear, I've never met a man more fit to serve as elder of a village they call Sullen. Hells, I wouldn't be surprised if they named the damn place after. Yes, yes, I know that the name is far older than that, and that it came from the dour faces that many fishermen tend to wear. I also know that all of them, Dadford included, are actually gentle souls deep down. They just aren't so good at showing it. Anyhow, I'm not afraid to show my emotion, and I'm incredibly appreciative for all you've done for me today. Take this as a token of my thanks, and tell old Dadford that I'd sooner die than come back to this stinking backwater little shanty town. Okay, give me just a moment here. Going to pull up my page equipment. So, depending on what I get, oh, come on, tank. Oh, lovely. I have not done Snowcloak in a while. Okay, so with Red Mage, it's kind of a balancing act of trying to make sure that I don't have too much on one side of my gauge over the other. Thank you for that consume liquids. Just when I will do that. Um, okay. So you're also... Alright, enjoy your lurk, Kestrel. I'm going to dive right into that, and then back flipping out. Okay. Yeah, when it comes to being red mage, basically, you just want to balance your bars out so that way they're not... One is not further ahead than the other. Uh, Also best to watch what spell you're using when you're using Red Mage, so that way you don't wind up using a spell that has got a really, really long cast time. Um, okay. Ow. Oh, I'm not being able to backflip out of things. Oh. Okay, I think if I remember, yeah, this is Fenrir. Oh, guys. I haven't been... Lovely. I am stuck. Shit, I didn't get out of that in time. There we go. I'm gonna give it to our little tank. Okay, I'm going to swap to my gunbreaker just to get myself back onto a class that is at least appropriate level for being out here. I will be right back. I'm going to leave the game music going in the background here. I am so sorry. Thank you for the raids. I am so sorry that I'm like not actually here right now. Sorry, my daughter is just having a really bad time. She just does not want to go to bed right now. I am so sorry. I've been trying to get her to go to sleep. I'm so thankful for the raids though. Thank you, uh, Rated R Titan and Chaotic Perfection. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the raids. Um, Welcome in, Raiders. Uh, th Thank you. What were you guys playing tonight? Uh, I see. Oh, that shout out command has a bit of a. Give me a moment here. I'm wondering. That's on my. Yeah, that shout out command has a delay. It's got a cooldown on it. Let me go grab that and I will deal with the cooldown on it. Yeah, there seems to be a cooldown on it, I think. I don't know why there shouldn't be. Okay, you should be able to now you should be able to use that again now. I've messed with the cooldown and actually gotten rid of it. It had a built-in 10-second cooldown, I think which is kind of weird, but whatever. But you both were playing some Resident Evil 5 together? God, that's a scary game. Resi 5 is a scary game. Ooh, I don't I don't know if I could ever play that myself. Um, but yeah, thank you, Rated R Titan and Chaotic Perfection for your raids. I just sorry, I'm just as I'm like standing here, I'm just going to actually mend my gear real quick. Uh, Sorry, I'm doing all of this one-handed right now just because of that I've got my daughter now. She just is not settling and won't settle for her father right now, which just makes it harder because it means that she only wants me. Um, but yeah. So how was your guys' stream tonight? Actually, I'm gonna swap back to the scene actually, just while I'm talking for the most part. How were you guys' streams? That is, if you were still there, or if you kind of just ran after you realized that I might be gone for a while. I don't mind. I understand people that they wind up raiding and then they leave because of the fact that they are tired themselves. Means follow those two back. Yeah. Sorry that I'm not very talkative right now. I'm trying to get her settled, so just taking a little bit more, but how's everybody doing? I hope that while I've been gone, people have gotten up, stretched, and gotten themselves something to drink, like water or that, or a cup of coffee, or whatever they are deciding that they need for liquids. You had your dinner? Ooh, what'd you have for dinner? Food is always good. Food is almost always good. I mean, there is one particular portion of my extended family that I will never eat their food just because of the fact that their food is kind of gross. You don't know it in English? Okay. Uh, well, what is it called in the native language then? Mango? I probably butchered that, but yeah, I probably butchered how that was said, Nyan, so I'm really sorry. Uh, if I'm looking at the right thing, it's a Filipino dish? It's a... Okay. It is so crazy to see so many different types of, like, walks of life, come and sit and watch me, and then all the different types of food that I hear while I'm like streaming or when I'm over on friend streams. Like there was one guy that was because the streamer asked, oh, what's your favorite food? And one guy in the chat actually said that his favorite food was haggis. and that's because of the fact that the guy was also this person was also Scottish, so that was why it was their favorite dish. Sorry, I'm trying to keep my haggis. It's it. Let me pull it up here. It's basically uh originally it was like uh made inside of like a sheep's stomach. It's now made in like an artificial case instead. But that was the main reason a lot of people never really ate it, was because traditionally it's made in a sheep's stomach, because it's sheep with like oatmeal and veggie like onions and spices and all that, and uh, at least based on the description that at least comes up right off the bat for on Google, they call it a savory pudding, meaning that this kind of weird texture is inside of this casing, and it, it's a weird dish. I've never actually had haggis myself. Um, the only reason I know that it was traditionally made in a sheep's stomach is because of the fact that my mother has had haggis before, or at least somebody in the family on her side has had haggis, and it can be an okay dish from what I've heard. It can also be a kind of gross dish if you don't like sheep. Uh, uno momento. I'll be back in just a moment. Okay. What is up with that? Why? Okay. For a moment there, at least on my side, I couldn't see my laptop. Sorry about that. Oh, dude, thank you so much for bringing my brother back. He said he fought off 100 ghosts to bring back those treasures. Should have known not to worry about him. He also said he gave you a terrible beating in some sort of contest and that you were sobbing from shame and embarrassment when he left. Is this true? Well, this is our secret, but I got you a little something to make you feel better. It's not much, but it's all yours, so don't feel too bad, okay? Not everyone can be as brave as my brother, after all. Woohoo! They gave me a little bit more money. Okay. So I need to go back to the Crystarium. I'm just gonna make sure that there's no more quests out here. I'm gonna return to the Crystarium. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna swap back to my red mage. And, let's see. Yeah, there's venture in need, DPS. Not very often that happens. Oh, I'm hoping that I'll get in fairly soon here. Okay, so I'll want to go over to Pendant. Yeah. Pendants. I'm somewhere safe, so I'm not too terribly worried about being in here and potentially, something happening. I can easily swap classes in here. So I'm gonna swap to the Gunbreaker. Actually, I should make just a... I'm gonna see. Can I just... I'm just gonna drag and drop that for now. I will actually make myself a red mage, macro. Actually, I might just turn around and make more macros to, condense everything down even further. Hardly dare hope, but... You did find it. Oh, thank you. I've worn this since I was a child, ever since my father first made it for me. The horn he carved for it was magic, he said, and would protect me when I roamed the hills. I had thought myself much too old to believe in such things, but nevertheless, when the Eaters came for me, I begged it to keep me safe one last time. Just then a young elven woman appeared, brandishing a glowing blade. She cut quite like a dashing figure as she fought to protect me, like a prince from a fairy tale. And when she stood over the vanquished Eaters, she smiled at me and said, "You're safe." A young elven woman brandishing a glowing blade. I have a feeling that that is Alice. I knew then that the necklace had answered my prayers, for that could not have been anything but magic. As long as I have it, I know that I will be alright. I have a feeling that was Alice because of the fact that a glowing blade, I think that Alice's sword is glowing. I mean, she is a red mage, so it would make sense that... Her blade is glowing. You're the one with the Trifid side, right? Bjorn sent word ahead that you'd be coming. I got the message mere moments ago, in fact. That's all. Okay. So I'm going into an alliance raid. And with how low level I am, I know that I'm going to get one of the crystal towers. I know it. Just, there's no doubt about it. I'm getting one of the crystal towers, because the next alliance raid would be the Void Ark, and that would be... Yeah. Nope, I don't have any of those in my book. But I should at least get a second chance point, because there's usually somebody who has not done this yet. Oh, okay. Hey, this will be interesting, because I have not actually... Oh, helps if I turn on my game mode of my monitor, so that way that I can actually see... Oh. Yeah, this is the one that I hate. This one's a pain in the ass. I still enjoy the music at the very least. Oh no. Oh my lord. There we go. Oh my god. I damn near freaking on it not with that working properly. Oh, did I have Doom on me? I may have had Doom on me and I wasn't paying attention. Okay, first of all, helps you. This might be a wipe. I think that's a wipe. There's no way. Yeah, that was a wipe. Shite. Oh, that's not good. This does not bode well. Oh, lovely. Yay! Shit. This is, oh, this is gonna be fun! Uh... I am purposely trying to stay as close to a healer right now. No, I got too many of the same stack that time around. Ah! The other two alliances are up, so hopefully they should be able to get this done. Uh... Yeah, just use the teleporter, because... That's a maybe that was rough. Did I roll on it? Yes, I was. That particular boss is always rough. There's only so fast we can go, little dancer. Sorry if I go very silent right about now. I'm just trying to focus here just so that way I can... Yeah, see, this is what happens when we don't focus on the gates, because, if you focus the gates first, it makes it a whole hell of a lot easier. Oh, I never got to do my black flippy? No. Back flippy. Back flip. Oh my lord. Apparently I can't speak very well. Alright. Okay, all of the heads got shattered. Okay. Yeah, uh, as my red mage, it's my job to make sure that I'm balancing my white and black magic gauges properly. So that way then I wind up with things actually um wow. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm trying to remember which group does what in here again. Uh, A adds B belly C chains. Okay, so Okay. Okay, I got interrupted, but that's fine. I don't care as long as it gets chained. As long as Cerberus gets chained again, that's all that matters. Oh shit! Huh. Kind of nice piece, but not really. My thing. Oh lordy. This boss, yeah. This one is now. Oh fuck, I am going to just run. Oh my lord, that was awesome. I at least ran the opposite way from everybody, so that way, you know, I didn't kill anybody. That would not have been a good thing. Okay. Um, mhm. I think I'm gonna turn in this quest. I didn't actually get to my role quest tonight. I think I will get to that tomorrow night instead. Um, just because I forget where I'm supposed to grab my role quest from now. And such a fine cutting too. I should be able to get quite a large volume of sack from this. I'll make sure I mention just how much more efficient you were next time I see the recruits. That may sound a bit cruel, but to hear Born tell it, they will be in serious danger if they don't begin taking their training more seriously. Let's hope that this shocks some sense into them. But, I know that tonight's stream wasn't very long, but between my daughter being very upset and me starting to feel very tired, I think that it might be a good idea for me to end stream. Is he still alive? I didn't think he was still alive. Wait, what? Sorry, un momento. Let me just double check something because my raid thing is saying that one particular streamer is still alive, but I thought he had already gone to bed. So I'm wondering? Question mark? Well, on if he is still. Wait. Give me a moment. I'm gonna move on to my endings soon. I'm going to mute my microphone just so that way I can double check to make sure that he's not ending anytime soon. I thought he was ending, but yeah, give me a moment here. I still haven't made a raid command. If you want to make a raid command at some point, you can definitely make a raid command. Yeah, and you've got that power now. But give me a moment here. To just. Yeah, I know it's hard to think of what to use for the raid command. The other thing is that also I'm noticing that I think this guy, I think he's going to be ending soon because of where he is right now in the game. So, let me add on that and that. I'm thinking of dropping us on another Final Fantasy streamer. Yeah, that's kind of a nice command there. In a moment. I want to test something here. Just before we... Okay, there we go. Yeah, that did work. Okay. So... Copy and paste that. And... I'm just... gonna double check here. Okay. I'm just gonna mute my desktop audio just so that way I can listen and see who is ending here soon. Yeah, I will definitely rest well in a moment here. I'm just trying to figure out who to potentially raid here. Um, Sorry that you guys aren't hearing anything right now. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm not. Um, Let's see here. I don't want to drop you on. Okay. That person's like in Zadmor, so that is way ahead of me, so I don't want to potentially drop people on somebody that is that far ahead. It looks like they're in. I might just drop us on somebody that I actually know. I'm just trying to figure out who we're gonna go raid because of that I do want to raid somebody, but I don't want to raid somebody that is like getting close to being like finishing their stream. Okay, you know what? This guy has been one of the longtime people that I've been following for forever. He's a really awesome dude. I I really do enjoy seeing his content. So, oh, why does that? Okay, I am gonna have to come up with a better way of actually having this put in, just so that way then it's easier to copy and paste. Because oh god, this is not easy to copy and paste. And I am just saying that now because it is not. I need to find something better to copy paste into here. I think it's a work in progress for the raid call. But let me do the raid call first, and then yeah, we'll go. He's not a VTuber, but he is somebody that I absolutely have enjoyed watching for like years. So he deserves some love. Good night, guys. Love you all, and we're gonna go raid him.